Charles, let me break it down to you. You are going to carry this problem over to next season. The worst part is you are not even in a World Cup summer. That is the worst part.
What's about?
So, because you are not going to have time to prepare now. All your players are going to be playing international football. Half of them are coming back tired.
Garnacho will stay home.
No, Diego Simeone is football is too structured, and I think United might not benefit from that. I don't think United needs that anymore. I think Simeone there will be a lot of clash. With his personality, I think there's going to be a lot of clash. It's just a more fancy Van Gaal, man.
So just one more thing. Funny thing is, I actually think the structure thing will help the Chelsea players. So I wouldn't mind.
Yes. That might work for Chelsea. I think Chelsea is built, and that's because of the Mourinho DNA. Mourinho built that DNA in Chelsea to always have structure. For you guys.
That's old Chelsea.
But if you really think about it, though, it still kind of like lingers into the way you guys are supposed to play. Because when Chelsea started trying to play all this fancy football, that's when you guys started having this problem.
Yeah.
That's when you guys are actually having problems when you want to play. But when you stick to your structure, have your main guy who is going to hold the ball, and but you now want to have too many people doing too many things at the same time, and I was like, this is not what Chelsea is known for. So I think somebody like him might be good for Chelsea to build that structure and give you guys that direction that you need to go forward. Just having too many people do whatever, having the likes of Garnacho dance with the ball multiple times is just, for me, it's a no-no, man.
Let's turn our attention to game week 34. Few games coming up. We start this Friday. We go again, just a day's break.
Wait, I know. Yeah. But before you do that, you don't talk about the top club in the league right now. UD probably has something to say about his club.
He did. UD, anything to add?
No, I just gave a little preview. I mean, Rodri is the goods at this point of that City team. It's clear to see. Without Rodri, we struggle. Like I was saying last time, without Rodri, the team is subpar. We're not at the level to be afraid of, is how I'll put it, right? We're contending for everything. Like I said, Nico Gonzalez kept us in a competitive state to this point, like till January, where we ran the machine again. But Rodri being out, hopefully, it's just these two games where it's literally championship sides, right? Southampton is in the championship, Burnley just got relegated today. Hopefully that's it, and somehow we cross the line. The team is believing, all of the new players, they've tasted silver where they're hungry, they're fighting for every ball. Nico O'Reilly is still being phenomenal, right? One thing I'll say about the game today, I was scared when I didn't see a CDM in the lineup. I was legit like, what, Pep is doing it again. Our only saving grace was that it was against the relegating team like Burnley, but we can't take anybody for granted. I think Pep being Pep, he wants his players to shine, but I think he also had an eye on the weekend fixture because we play Saturday, not Sunday. Wednesday to Saturday is pretty short. And Nico Gonzalez, hasn't had match fitness. So I think he was more like, don't take the risk to start him before he starts making mistakes up and down the field. So he tried to use his best 11, which is what I thought, he did, is he put his best 11 out on the field and was like, let's see what they do. O'Reilly played CDM. That's new. He's played in the midfield, but not as the main CDM. Today he started in the main CDM position, and we were shaky. We were shaky the whole time he was in that position. We have good people who can hold the ball. Bernardo Silva, Cherki, it's hard to get the ball off of them. It's hard for them to lose the ball. But in the moments where the ball was in transition, he's no Rodri. He won't close down as quickly as either Rodri or Nico Gonzalez. He misplaced a few passes just because he's in a part of the pitch that he's not usually comfortable in. So no more experiments. If Rodri is not fit, Gonzalez has to play. It's that simple. So my hope is Pep doesn't pull a Pep and give you guys a chance to come in. And my hope is that the pressure of now you have to win is win or go home. The pressure of you have to win will get to you guys, and somebody like Newcastle, somebody like Bournemouth, you guys already played Bournemouth, sorry, Crystal Palace. Somebody show up for you guys, and do something. So we'll see. We don't play Premier League for another week.
10 days,
so
yep.
You guys play twice before we play. Don't choke. That's all I have to say. Don't choke.
Hey, at this point, it's down to the players. They know what the mission is, so go and execute. If you can't, then you don't deserve the title. It's that simple.
Don't choke on the bottle. That's all we're saying, man.
Yeah.
At least some of us
in between those two games that you guys play, you play your first Champions League leg. So game management, player management, all these things that has to think about.
Sorry, players are coming back. We got it.
This is the period where there's excuses, man.
Yeah, no, there's no excuse, man. No more excuse.
But can I ask one question though?
Other guy playing 90 minutes. Saka and Timber should be on their way back. We'll figure it out.
So when do you think Saka and Timber will come back?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought they would be on the bench for the weekend. They weren't. I think I said that on the last recording. So I don't know. At this point, we'll see when they show up. Hopefully they've gotten another week now, because we didn't have any games during this week. So between Sunday and Saturday, hopefully that was enough time to get them back. I'll see if they're on the bench or if they make the starting lineup on Saturday. We didn't expect. I personally didn't expect Odegaard would play 90 minutes. So hopefully Odegaard is back fit and available, and we can start to get him back, because and he actually created chances against City, right? Because I think that has been a thing against him. Our attack just flows so much better when he's available. Even when he's not creating chances, his ability to hold on the ball, he does the kind of thing Bernardo Silva does for City, right? It's just he holds onto the ball in that final third, and other players know all they have to do is move, and we're not in danger. Like, there's not that panic of, oh, we might lose the ball, or I need to now make myself available for a pass. It's now I can just look for spaces and just wait for the guy to help us move the ball around. So that's the difference when he's available and he's fit. Our attack just moves a whole lot better when he's available. Yeah. Saka too is very good at ball retention. He hardly loses the ball, so we miss that as well when Saka is there. When Noni is there, Noni is exciting, but he is not patient enough to hold on to the ball and wait for the right moment to release. That's when Noni's maturity needs to come in. So those are two big players we're missing. Again, not an excuse. It's down to these 5 games. It's not like we're out of it. They have these 5 games to go show that they can do it. That's it.
One thing I want to say about the game last weekend, right? You see, my analysis before the game was you need players that can put pressure on our defense. And how did you guys score? Putting pressure on the goalkeeper, right?
Yep.
Which was my point with starting players like Gabriel Jesus. It's not because he's the most talented player in your squad. He doesn't give up. He doesn't give up dead balls. He doesn't give up anything, right? And that was the game that you guys had to play. You had to be dogged and stubborn for anything that looked like a careless pass or a back pass, right?
Yeah, but Gyökeres and Kai are both very good at that, and they offer.
Gyökeres is not as fast
at the moment
as Gabriel Jesus or Kai Havertz. I'm actually proud of Arteta for starting the lineup that he did. I think
I was shocked to see Havertz actually.
Is that what?
I was surprised he started.
I wasn't surprised. That's what I expected him to do. I expected him to make the change,
the right choice.
And I expected him to put pacey players, and that was the game. The game was put pressure on City's backline because mistakes can happen, and try and transition quickly, which is why Odegaard was in the team. Now, I didn't know how he was going to be able to fit 3 out of the 4 players I mentioned, but he used Odegaard. But I think tactically there was still something that needed to be done. I don't know what it is. Maybe invert Odegaard to play behind Rice and Zubimendi or something like that, so he can actually pick the passes and the pressure.
In my preferred lineup at the moment, I would actually start Odegaard beside Rice and bring Kai into the 10 and play him as more or less a second striker with Gyökeres or maybe Jesus or someone else.
Yeah, that's possible. I can see that. But for that game, that was the game plan. And it almost worked, right? See the chance Izzy had, see the chance
it was fine margin. I think we hit the bar twice.
That went just over the bar. So it was a good game for Arsenal. I think it was a good game for Arsenal. I think it was a good game for City too, but I think it was a good game for Arsenal. It will be disheartening to have not, taken something from the game, but I think for Atletico Madrid, you guys are eyes open, right?
Newcastle first.
Well, I wouldn't put all my eggs in the Premier League basket still, because you're still there. I'm not saying you're not there, but Premier League is so random. It's so random. It's like, and you could have a game like you did last weekend, right?
Which is why you must not take your eyes off the ball.
Not last weekend like City, the weekend before, where some random team just comes and pops you. But
exactly.
Atletico Madrid is 2 legs and you're in the final of the Champions League. I would prioritize that with everything in my squad, because it's the same team and I get to play the Champions League final. That's a big bonus.
Yeah, but I think that could backfire though on Arsenal.
I wouldn't do that.
I think it could backfire, man, because if they do that and they lose more players to those games, that is definitely going to kill their EPL chances. And me personally,
but that's what they say.
But here's the thing: if you mess up one game in the EPL, you pretty much know it's over. Whereas with Atletico, you could maybe still lose a leg.
You could draw one and score 1-0 and you're in Champions League final.
Exactly. So I don't think it's time to prioritize and start looking at Atletico now when Newcastle.
Not now.
Not now. It's just, I actually agree with you, D. I think, because see it this way, you can win your next 5 games and still not win an EPL, because City scores 1 or 2 goals more than you. But
so
for Atletico,
are you going to say because of that you're not going to try and win your games?
You would try.
You're going to prioritize.
But you won't sacrifice. You won't sacrifice your best players.
So here's the thing. If you must bench Odegaard and Saka, if you must for one game, would it be Newcastle or Atletico you bench them for?
It would be Atletico, because there's the second leg against Atletico.
Yeah,
and Atletico come to Emirates.
If Atletico beats you 3-0,
it's over. You have to at least get a draw.
If Newcastle beats us this weekend, it's over.
But that's the thing. It's not actually, because Pep can also lose. Pep can also
play Newcastle. Man, that's a tough game, man.
It's a tough game for Arsenal. It's a really tough game. And I won't put all my eggs in that basket, is what I'm trying to say. I will play.
I agree. UCL number 1.
Oh no, they have to put all their eggs in that basket.
You this weekend doesn't mean Pep will not lose a game or draw a game following weekend or something like that. The point is, you have 5 games. You can afford to lose 1, draw 1.
No, I don't want
to win.
Thank you.
You don't even have to win. My thing is just make sure your players are fresh enough for the Champions League game. Because if they are not fresh, you lose. You lose very cheaply.
We'll make sure it's 4-0 against Newcastle by 68 minutes so we can take them off. That's the plan.
That's on that.
Yeah, and Newcastle are aggressive, right? They have big, strong, aggressive players that will match you in set pieces.
But they're struggling.
Those guys
Newcastle is struggling.
They are aggressive, but they will still concede.
But the aggression I'm talking about is like scare of injury and things like that. So that's the fear.
They lost their captain though, Bruno G.
Yeah.
He's back. So that's been a reason they've been struggling. He's been out since February, but he made a substitute appearance in their last game.
The second Bruno. He's not number 1.
Let's take a look at predictions. Let's take a look at predictions.
Replace him with Casemiro, man.
Yeah, greedy man.
Sunderland kick us off this weekend against Nottingham Forest. I'll start with you, Yudi. What's your prediction for this game?
Last weekend I was hoping Sunderland and Crystal Palace would do a clean sheets type of game, and it was 4-3 with Crystal Palace winning in the last minute. Sunderland are typically good at home. Nottingham Forest have been on form. I will see Sunderland trying to keep a clean sheet again. I would go for that 0-0 again. Let's see, because they're defensively they're sound. That's what I'm thinking.
I doubt that, but okay, let's see. That's a prediction.
I doubt it.
Charles, Fulham Villa.
With the way Villa is playing right now, they struggled in the last game. They just like the Sunderland, Crystal Palace you just mentioned. They just made it like this. But I think they will beat Fulham. So Fulham can now vex and beat Arsenal. See where I'm going with this? But in all seriousness, I think Villa right now, I think what Yudi is saying is what Unai Emery is doing right now. I think he's putting more focus on the Europa League because he knows he can't. There are two ways to get into the Champions League next season. That's the trophy he's going for, make Champions League. Win 2 games, 3 games like you mentioned, or win a couple more. And I think the 3 games may be easier. And he has the experience. He has the pedigree of winning in Europa. So if this game is going to be shaky, but I think he can still scale through. If it's a draw, I'm surprised, but I'm giving it to Villa overall.
Okay, Villa win. Cincy. Liverpool against Crystal Palace. Liverpool are trying to cement that Champions League spot.
They better.
I think they get it.
We've left it for them.
I mean, Liverpool, you just never know which team will show up.
You know? I know, right?
I won't be surprised if they lose.
Wow.
They've
been winning though, but yeah, Crystal Palace have been a thorn in their flesh this last few months.
Yeah, so I'm surprised if they lose this one. Yeah, it's a tricky game.
Was that your prediction?
Yeah, it's Crystal Palace. I'm saying I won't be surprised if they lose to Crystal Palace. Yes, I want to think Crystal Palace can win this game.
Wow, Palace win. Okay. Yudi.
Yeah.
West Ham Everton.
Same thing last weekend. I picked West Ham to score 1 goal. They pressed that whole game. It was 0-0. Everton have been so strong, but West Ham have built a defensive character that I think is good. So I will try again for West Ham 1-0. I want them to stay in the Premier League. Yeah.
Against Everton?
I want them to stay in the Premier League 1-0 West Ham. They've been playing well defensively.
Yudi is doing the opposite of what I do, Ayo. He's giving us what he wants, not what he knows would happen.
I mean, it's not impossible. They've been playing well, so it's not impossible.
Have you seen the way Everton is playing? They will beat them, man.
I'm seeing the way West Ham is playing too. They drew against City. They kept the clean sheet the last game out. They've been keeping clean sheets. So they're okay. They've been keeping games tight, very, very tight. So I think they want to stay in the Premier League. I think they are showing the character to do so. They have this guy that always pops up and scores goals and puts pressure on defenses. What's his name again? This England player again.
Bowen.
Jared Bowen. So
Bowen.
They do okay. They do okay to stay in the Prem, and I back them to do it.
Charles,
and number help them get there. So draw 0-0 or 1-0, but I want West Ham, and I think they'll do it.
Okay. Charles, number. Sorry, Wolves and Spurs.
You said Doma. Yeah. Deserve. I think Wolves will get a win this game because I think Spurs will get a win. No, I mean Spurs. Spurs will get a win in this game because 1, Wolves, they have nothing to play for. 2, I saw the way Spurs played their last game. They didn't win, but there was fire, there was hunger, there was passion. I think if they bring that against toothless Wolves, you'll get a result.
Hunger and passion. Okay.
Don't forget the fire.
And fire. All right. Lots to watch out for in that game. Yeah. All right. Over to you, Cincy. Arsenal against United. Another big game for the title chasing Gunners. Will they bottle? Will they bottle it, or will this be a win?
I learned a new word today. It says "atet." It means to drink from a bottle without a cup.
Boy,
wow.
Will Arsenal attack this game? Is the question. I think it's a big game, but because Arsenal is playing it at home, I will give them this one. I expect them to win this one. And they know what is at stake. Honestly, me personally, if Arsenal does not win this game, then I will know that you guys are useless. Like, you're officially useless. I don't even want to argue with any Arsenal player again. Like, if you guys don't win this game, forget it, man. You guys don't even deserve anything.
I think we should all predict this game.
Why?
Because it's Arsenal.
What does that have to do with anything?
These are the title contenders now. Probably gonna win the league this year.
Okay, so you want to give us your prediction. Okay, what's your prediction? Since you want to share.
I want to hear all our predictions. I think if Bruno G plays, just like since he said Arsenal was at stake, Newcastle was at stake too. And we know how the whole league is ganging
What's
up.
at stake for Newcastle? There's nothing at stake for Newcastle.
That's not the point.
They're not getting into Europe. Yeah, so I don't know what.
Yeah? I think.
Eddie Howe doesn't want to lose his job. That's at stake for Newcastle.
Well, that's at stake, yeah.
Okay.
I think
He's under pressure. You know, it's a Saudi club.
You know, like I always say, Ayo, what I want and what I predict are two different things. I want Arsenal to win, don't get me wrong. But I predict.
You want Arsenal to win?
But I predicted.
But you predicted draw. Okay. Did you want to add a prediction too, or is it just Charles that wanted to share? I felt like I needed to let Charles get that off his chest.
Yeah,
Newcastle Arsenal.
You please join.
I think it will be very close. 1-1, 2-1, that kind of game. Arsenal will do everything in their power to win the game. Ateta will be extra sharp. He won't want to let the heads drop ahead of the Champions League game. I can see Arsenal sneaking a win out of this. Just because, it's two losses in a row. Nobody wants to set a trend. Yeah. Domestically, 4 losses in a row. So he would want to do something there.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
No, I think Arsenal will do enough to win it. It'll be tough. They might even give them Ujuru penalties just to keep things interesting. So just be
one with the wood corner, it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, like I've been saying all season, I don't care how we score. Even if it's his own goal, I'll take it. Own goal hasn't scored for us in a while. I need own goal to start scoring for us again.
That guy is desperate.
Anyway, Trey. All right, I'll give you the last one. Man U versus Brentford. Do we see some?
Brentford haven't lost a game in the month of April. I think just like
it's a good game.
So Man U, they've shown us is like off and on. So I back Brentford to get a draw out of this game.
Cincy, do you agree with that? Or are you vehemently against that prediction?
We are winning this game. United is winning this game.
This is not
we are bubbling right now. We're bubbling.
This, you guys are struggling low-key.
Don't mind him. I love the optimism.
Who's struggling?
Man, you now. You lost the game.
You have 2 wins in your last 5. I don't know if you've noticed.
That's what I'm saying. It's off and on. It's not
lose, win. I think the next one looks like a draw again, following that pattern.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we are picking it up. We're winning all our games for the rest of the season, man.
Wow. You mean you guys will finally do the 5-win streak?
Yep, I think this guy
did the 5-loss streak before you guys.
Yep, that's how
it will be the best time to do it, actually, Sensei. Let that guy wrap up the season before summer. And
I'm telling you, everything works out. Works out. You know that song? That's exactly how it's going to work out, man. It's definitely going to work out.
Arsenal fans don't sing that song, go.
You don't worry. I've told you I will be happy this season regardless. I will see you, man.
But let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Don't ask me anything.
What is your confidence level right now with your team? Do you think you guys can get to the finish line with the way things are? What is your confidence? Are you confident that you guys can do this?
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that I have to admit, right? We're coming up against a City team that has won it, 5 times in the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And Arsenal is a team that haven't done it in over 20 years with a manager that hasn't ever done it. So I feel they need to get it over the line and it will start to click. Will it be this season? I don't know. Will Arteta be there after this season? I don't know. If they can manage to do it this season, then it will continue. If they don't, we'll see.
So
I think Biodo said it best a few weeks ago, right? The team has to go ahead and do it without the fans, because for the fans, we've been in this position for a long time and there hasn't been that confidence. Like a UD would say, oh, it's Pep. Pep knows how to do it. I can't come here boldly and say, oh, we're going to do it, because it's not based on facts. And I like to banter and argue factually, which is why sometimes when people are bantering us with you bottle this, I'm like, we need to look at the facts. It's all good to banter, but the facts are the facts. And for me, the fact is we actually haven't done it in a long time. It's a manager who has never won it. So can they get over the line? They have to prove that to the fans.
So now my final question for you now is, in a situation where Arsenal does not win the league, right? How does that affect the club going forward? Like, do you see them firing Arteta for this? And how does it affect the team psychologically and mentally? Because I feel like Arsenal not winning this league, knowing the fact that at some point they were like, 10 or 12 points ahead? And it came down to this, because they would look back and say, we caused this for ourselves. It wasn't
factually, we've never been 10 points ahead this season.
9?
We were 9 points ahead while City had a game in hand. So you can say we were 6 points ahead.
I beg you, game in hand. Is it win? Is game in hand a win?
Look, here's the thing.
It's not a guaranteed win now.
It's not a guaranteed win.
9 points ahead.
And that's what we like.
You that's why as we almost draw the game today. I beg.
But the difference...
Oh, wow. They kick you out too.
He was about to lie to us.
I know it was about to yarn something that is like internet was
but to piggyback your question, Cincy, do you actually think if they don't win the league, they should fire Arteta?
I don't think so, because I think that would be a very, very dangerous move for Arsenal, man. Because Arteta has already, I think Arteta is one player away from actually becoming a very dangerous team. He's one player away. I'm telling you, people don't even understand.
They remember that Bernardo Silva, but
he's one player. When I mean one player, he just needs to get his own. Like I said, even if he has a striker that was on Thiago's form, but he needs to get it. If you can get like a player like that can at least give him consistent goal scoring form, I think Arsenal will be a very, very dangerous team.
But that's what he did. He got Gyökeres. Gyökeres has not done it this season like that.
That's not the guy. It's not the man. That's not the man. He's too stiff. It's too stiff, man. It's too stiff. What is all this? Are you a villain? What's all that?
He has no trophy. Speak no trophy.
Oh my God.
He cannot do it. He's not the player. But I believe that if Saka can come back next season and they can look around this year, and who knows, they might even go and buy that Thiago guy from Brentford.
To answer your question, I think you posed the question just before you guys lost me. To answer the question of what happens if we don't win the league, I think they will go again. I know people want Arteta fired. I've been asking for Arteta for a replacement. The question is who comes in that is of that caliber. If they can find that manager, bring that manager in. It's for the same reason that you yourself said at the start, right? When you were talking about Chelsea. There's a reason you don't want Iraola. There's a reason you don't want a hotel at Chelsea. I want someone who has one. I've been asking for Zidane. I know Zidane is not coming, but that's who I want. So that's the thing. So I think it's going to be very hard for them to fire Arteta. I think they will go again over each season when they've come second. They just go in the summer and they try to build a stronger squad. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll get rid of some players like Jesus and Trossard, and they will see how they can improve the squad and try to go again. Until Pep leaves, the rest of us, we are just battling for it.
Abina. Let me give a crazy prediction. I mean, before the season, I predicted Arsenal was going to win the league, but just a twist to it. What if Arsenal don't win the league but win the Champions League? How would you feel, Ayo? Would you be as happy as you would have been if they had won the league? Or would you be happier?
I would. I personally want the Champions League.
Over the
I would rather. Yes.
You're one of the few. Most Arsenal fans I talk to won the Premier League.
I think
they don't even won the Champions League.
See, here's the thing, right? When we get into all this banter and all this discussion of you haven't won it in 22, I'd like to remind you guys, Chelsea too haven't won it in 10 years. Man, you haven't done it in 13 years.
Yeah, it's 9 years. It's 9. Correct yourself. It's not double figures yet. 9
2016.
years.
I believe 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, it will be 10 years next year. The point is, it's Pep's era, so it's hard. We've never won the Champions League before. And as I always tell you when you're bantering us, that's the only banter that you can banter me where I will actually feel it. The rest is relevant. I always remind you people, no team has gone undefeated, even with Pep's winning.
We have to.
The last time we won this Premier League, we did it without losing a single game all season. No team has done it in this current era. So for me, the Premier League is not as big as a deal. What?
Have you done 100 points? To draw games is not a problem.
So yeah, you can add all those other ones. Oh, you haven't done 100 points. Oh, you haven't considered 15.
Even with your undefeated, you guys still don't have the best defensive record though. So it's the very
yeah. So now you're getting into little records, but to go the whole season undefeated.
Now I'm getting into.
Yeah, you're getting into semantics. So you haven't done.
I mean, semantics is semantics, man. That's where you want to be playing. You have trophies.
The Champions League, I have a question for you. Like that's a solid trophy. You can say, oh, you don't have that. And again, the banter and say, oh, you haven't won an European trophy. That's not factual. We have won European trophies. We haven't won the Champions League. So you can banter me and say we haven't won the Champions League, and I have no defense to that. Right?
And if you win it, we say you have one, we have two. So there's still banter to go on. But I have a question for you guys. Since you did, which one do you think will break the internet more? Arsenal winning the league or winning the Champions League?
Champions
winning the league.
Winning the league.
There you go.
Arsenal beat Bayern or PSG. The noise.
No. Arsenal winning the league will break the internet.
But winning Champions League.
Arsenal winning Champions. Think of who they will be playing to win the Champions League.
Winning Champions League will only earn them respect. Winning the league, it is going to be breaking a curse. Two different things.
Yeah. You're going spiritual. No, you're going spiritual.
Nah, I'm not going spiritual. Arsenal winning the league is going to be completely different.
I think Arsenal winning.
The fact is, they've never won the Champions League.
but come on, bro.
This battle of your body. I would rather be in the conversation now where there's a chance of us winning. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm telling you, there were some dark days. Champ is going through it now. I don't think he realizes how bad it is. But I remember those years of 2016 to 2019 where I was
it was dark. It was dark.
It was dark. It was dark. Until you're back.
The darkness comes the light.
Charles doesn't even know what they are getting into. You don't know what they're about to get into. You think this? I told you guys, I'm going to resolve it with new coach.
The new manager is announced. I am not sweating.
Bro,
that's the thing. Your problems are deeper than just the new manager.
I know.
Chelsea fans don't realize that, and I'm okay with it.
No, I know. But the point is, we still need to get.
No, and I'm also telling you that next season is not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. I know how.
Well, actually, I think about it.
That sounds like it's cursed.
I'm saying
it's going to get worse for you guys.